Yep.
Yes.
Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Whycalibur, and you have missed a bunch of cool stuff.
Sorry. Not really.
Yeah. It's Jabba's fault.
Jabba.
Yeah, I'll toss in a screenshot of some of the stuff you missed, but when we left off, let's see. We were in this room. We were joking about how it had been a month since we played, and cliffhangers, and blah blah blah, and something about coat hangers. And then we were in here, the mysterious elf ran out the window, Kenneth went after it. Emek went to check to see if this guy was dead. He was. Hegram noticed that there was a Grey Warden longsword sticking through its chest, so Aresta grabbed that and ran out the window. Niram is trying to keep the door shut, even though the guards are coming, having been alerted by somebody. Hegram tried to roll out the window after Aresta rolled off Amek's back, Yola style. Hegram tried to get out the window but fell and nearly fell off the building, but surprisingly, Amek busted some moves, which you will see in the dice roller there, and managed to get his way out onto the ledge, and in a Herculean might of Master Roshi-style strength, hauled Hegram back up onto the ledge, where he should be now.
Amek, busted some moves, and apparently a blood vessel or two.
Probably, yeah.
His left eye is all like red now.
His back's probably been thrown out too.
Probably those pills he took earlier.
All right,
Probably.
so now you guys are largely out on the walkway, which is probably a bit more than the elf wants to deal with right now. So she's going to take one last shot at Kenneth. Still no stunt points.
That's what she gets for fighting on a ledge.
So Kenneth takes 6 damage, she gets slashed again.
Ow!
And then she leaps off to another building, not super gracefully, but she manages it.
She was really
Kinda takes
distracted
off
by
running.
how Kenneth was able to fight in a poofy dress and high heels.
Yeah, it was impressive.
More importantly, though,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't gonna work.
No, I guess not. So, Aresta, what are you doing?
Well, I'm playing that song because we're all out on a ledge, and
Okay, so Aresta, what are you doing?
yeah,
You've got the sword.
I'm going the other way.
You've got a bloody sword, and you're running along the roof.
Yeah, I'm just moving this way.
Can you make another acrobatics check, please?
Oh, I can. Because I wish I would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Okay. So Aresta is running off with the sword like waving over his head because it's too big for him to hold one-handed. Kenneth, what are you doing?
Is there any chance of me catching up with her, or is that she's plot gone?
She is plot gone,
Damn her plotness.
and you've bled all over your nice dress.
Is she leaving a trail of blood from a split lip she got, getting a rock to the face?
Not really, no.
Dang it.
Darn.
That stone fist was wasted.
You're lucky, because this round I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to try to rip off her mask. But no.
Nah, she's booking it.
Is she wearing a tuxedo?
All you gotta do is find your glass slipper and then.
I mean, you could try to jump after her. She kind of because I mean, Denerim is fairly a lot of sections of Denerim are fairly tightly packed. So she sort of jumped over an alley, like there's like a wall in an alleyway, and she just vaulted over that onto another manor, and is running over that roof.
Aim for the bushes.
Yes.
Is she misborn?
Okay, well, you managed to jump over, but you're not going to catch her.
What if she drops a coin?
Round?
No, you're not going to catch her.
So she's.
What if I throw the dagger at her?
Well, you can,
Okay.
you
Go
can, you
ahead
can
and throw
sneak
your
us
dagger.
out of prison later when we realize none of us can make any jumps anymore.
So she's able to move pretty easily in her outfit. The mysterious elf.
Yes.
And she's got that white face mask on. So I guess you could say she's got a mobile suit.
Ha ha.
Oh.
I don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
So the wall starts to give out underneath Namek.
Hammock, but then Hammock falls to the ground because he was standing on the wall.
All right, we need to get out of here. This is clearly
I'm
Blacktail's
working on
doing.
it.
Or is it some third party?
No, it's definitely Blacktail.
Yeah, probably is.
Where our face is gonna be red when it's not Blacktail.
Blacktail really turned over a new leaf the whole time.
It really was legitimate Grey Warden business, and we interfered.
He was the archdemon.
He's actually the OC from Dragon Age 1.
Oh,
Alright,
my.
Namek, Hegram, what are you guys doing?
Being terrified of ledges and heights.
Alright,
We're gonna try and find a way down.
well there's
Yeah.
a garden beneath you.
Oh, let's jump into the garden. I'm gonna jump into the garden.
He didn't
Is it
finish
like
saying
a-
what kind of garden it was.
Oh,
It's a
it's a
broken
rock
glass
garden.
Yeah.
It's all sharp glass sculptures.
Ow. And then at the bottom, there's some rusty nails and
And razor
Salt.
blades.
and salt.
And just a thin pool of lemon juice.
I was gonna say, there's one tree. It's a lemon tree.
Lemon tree.
It's an angry lemon tree.
What kind of garden is it?
Lemon grab.
It's just like I don't understand that reference. It's like it's like bushes and
Alright, I want to
Shrubbery.
jump for some shrubberies.
Okay. You want to be careful not to land in a rose bush.
Kind of. I guess it's dexterity, huh?
Yeah.
Wish me luck!
Well, jumping down is easy. Okay. You land taking one whole point of penetrating damage.
Oh. Well, that's.
Just a tip.
Just the tip.
Whee! Into the bushes.
What about you, Amek? You just watched Hegram after you pulled him up from the ledge, jump down.
Just like, oh god.
You could have hang dropped in there.
Grey Wardens. It's not like
We
a
live
green
life
And
as
he
a
type
bad
runs
thing.
giggling into the trees.
I'm guessing there's not a drain pipe or anything modern like that.
No.
Namek will just sort of say a bizarre prayer that doesn't sound quite right and jump off.
Okay, roll dexterity acrobatics.
He's a blood mage.
Did I make it?
You land in a bush. And you take 1 point of penetrating damage.
Nice.
Turns out Namek is actually a superhero. He runs off after Hegram.
Just like twist your ankle a bit or something. Nothing too bad.
My toe.
Near him.
Yes,
Door
this door
splits
is
open right in front of your face.
Oh shit.
Like an axe blade just comes right through.
Well, it's time to
Ears,
abandon ship.
Johnny.
Turn around. I'm not going to bother with ledge. I'm just going to crash through the window in this oafish display of power and just kind of go straight for the garden.
Alright. Are you even going to try and mitigate the fall at all?
Well, I mean, like tuck and roll and stuff. But
All right, dexterity acrobatics. You take
Dang.
1 point of damage.
Well,
Go
you
for
do
it,
have a
Terry.
33% chance to get that result.
It's true. All right, so Oresta, you just watched like Nero just crashes out, probably destroying that desk in the process.
Just
he
runs
doesn't
right
go
through
around
it.
it or over.
No,
it.
he just goes right through it.
Goes straight through it.
And he just Kool-Aid Man's his way out the window, and then dives into the garden below.
Somehow there's like glass in the window now, even though we've all been outed already.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so the massive explosion of wood and wall behind Orestes startles him. He juggles the sword in both hands and then
Okay.
drops it down to the garden.
Okay.
It goes right through
Oh!
Hagram.
Oh no! That's impressive.
No, that's way far away. Look at that. So Orestes is just gonna go, oh! And just kind of jump off after.
All right. Like the others, roll acrobatics.
And he lands on the sword.
He takes 2 damage.
Oh.
He didn't land on the bladed portion.
Ouch!
Oh.
Right. No, the pommel right in the small of his back.
Oh.
Oh, me breath.
A bunch of woodland creatures escape his beard as soon as he enters the bush.
All right. You from the window you can hear, more shouting about murder and the Grey Wardens, and something about having killed Sir Gareth.
Sounds like a plant.
So Kenneth, what are you going to do?
See
You are
if
now
I can-
alone on the rooftop.
Which way was the last direction I saw her go? That is the direction I will go.
Oh no,
Okay.
we're splitting the party.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for clues, anything. I mean, this is kind of her city. This is where she grew up, so she probably knows some of these back alleyways and such, and some of the rooftops.
So she spends a lot of time in
This is my
alleyways.
city.
All right. Make me a perception. Searching actually.
Woohoo! I have that. Woohoo! Yikes!
You didn't succeed though. Okay, you get over to about here, so you're like halfway across the next manor
Yeah.
when she just kind of pops out of a shadow and attacks you again.
Uh-oh.
Shanks Kenneth leaves her on the
Stop
rooftop. We never
following
fixed
me.
it. She really says that?
Yeah, she shouts at Kenneth to stop following.
Ouch! She is very upset right now.
Yeah,
Jesus.
she is.
Dang.
Just straight up shanks Kenneth. Now, you were saying something about going for her mask?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's a short sword buried in your gut right now.
So I've got her
But you're
in
pretty
range.
close. Yeah.
What should I roll for that particular trick?
What should you roll for that? It'd probably be some kind of
Sounds like a
dexterity.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely dexterity.
Searching.
It would be leisure domain if you had it.
Don't.
So just straight dexterity. Well, you succeed. You pull off her mask.
And her face.
Black
Yeah,
Tail.
the mask comes away, and she's an she's definitely an elf, which you could tell from the ears and the shortness. And you recognize her as someone you knew from the alienage.
Gasp.
And at that exact moment, we're going to cut away to our good buddy, Roland.
Whoop.
And then the dramatic cliffhanger.
So, okay. Player.
Load map. Denarimbrothel.png.
Oh, yeah,
He's
halfway
just in
decent
there
looking,
insulting all the whores.
Big old MS Paint boobies.
It's like a halfway decent looking in map. I'm surprised.
I know. And nobody ever notices my map titles, and it makes me sad.
I saw it, but I didn't want to point it out just yet. I'm appreciating it.
Oh.
Aw.
I like it.
Alright, so Roland,
I triple quit.
while everybody else left to go to this ball, you were sulking angrily in your room because of your face.
He's made a tent inside his bed.
I'll bet he has.
Really? And the only cure is to go to the brothel.
Welcome back to Maid RPG.
You got into Amex pills.
Welcome back to Fatal.
No.
I was going more for childhood regression than that. But, well, heck, it still fits, I guess.
So, yeah, everybody else left. You're by yourself.
With
in
a
the
boner.
inn. With a boner. And this inn is too nice to have whores.
Roll for Constitution.
Well, everything just sucks.
Yeah, if you pay them enough, yes.
They pretty much left all their gear behind.
Roland starts
Oh, that's
dressing up
bad.
in Amex robes.
Because they were going to a fancy party. There was really no call to have armor and weapons and what have you.
God, I can't believe they all left me behind.
And you, of course, are likewise not, in
Yeah.
your armor or anything.
Okay. Wait.
And there's a knock at the door.
I ignore it at first.
They knock again.
Alright, hold on. Roland makes himself like baseline. He makes him baseline presentable. And then
Okay.
answers the door.
So what, he
4
tucks
hours
it into
later.
his belt?
You're overestimating things a bit there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Open up in the name of the king!
Jeez. The king of who? Alright,
Open
alright.
up, warden!
Oh, right, I'm a warden now. Roland had forgotten that. Okay, he opens
He's just like, of all the... I'd almost forgotten about that other
Yeah.
horrible thing that happened to me.
Great!
This
Days-
week.
This day's already perfect. Okay, so Roland will open the door.
Okay, outside in the hallway are... Whoops.
Hired goons.
Well, as far as that goes, there's a bunch of armored guardsmen.
Come on.
He says, hold on, and closes the door again.
Hold on. That is exactly what happens.
It's those men he ordered.
Yeah,
One of them
he will.
slams a shield up against the door to try and keep it open.
Roland will try to grab that chair and brace the door with it.
Okay.
He'll have to probably stretch himself because he's trying to also keep the door shut at the same time.
Strength might.
Man, I can't believe I don't have might as a skill, but I do have strength.
Even I've
Plenty
got
of
mine.
strength.
Yeah, I know. You can't hold it. The door is shoved open. And, the chair falls over as you reach for it.
Oh man, this is bad.
And the six file into the room, and the scene just kind of slowly fades to black as they reach for their belts.
No!
Oh!
I can't believe that came from Steve.
Oh, he learned from me. I'm so proud. Roland just falls to his knees and starts crying about how bad everything is, and they awkwardly
Aw.
leave.
All right,
Surrender, Warden, to the King's
right.
justice.
you got me. I had no idea that she was a priestess, okay?
They kind of what?
What? What is this about?
It's you wardens conspiring to kill loyal subjects of the king.
Oh, yes, I've been doing so much conspiring from my piss-stained bed here in the inn. Congratulations, you're really doing a great job.
Did he just admit to peeing the bed? It's the problem.
It's the fashion in Orlais.
You're not cool until you pee your pants.
I don't think you guys understand just how hard Roland's hit the bottom of the barrel here.
He's like holding a bottle of like whiskey in one hand, and his like clothes are stained.
You know, there probably is a scent of alcohol in here, among other things.
Oh, we've been ordered to
What
arrest
other
you.
things?
It's pissed bed.
After the last month, arrest sounds like a luxury.
Alright, so are you just gonna go with them?
Let's see.
It's
I mean,
really
I'm
dark.
I know, this took a turn.
I know. Well, you know, I didn't have armor or anything on.
You don't have armor on, no.
I don't have armor on.
Your weapons are there.
My weapons are there, but there's a fucking lot of them right here, and they're in full city guard gear and armor and all that stuff, right? Yeah.
They're wearing light mail.
Yeah.
They have shields and longswords.
Yeah. So no, Roland's not fucking stupid.
Well,
Okay, so alright, so you're gonna get arrested then.
Yeah, because I mean, there's like a window right behind me, right?
Yes.
But it's closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got like glass, not like great glass, but glass.
Yeah.
What would Niram do?
Yeah, what would Niram do? But
What would
Roland's
Niram
not...
do? Niram would just start bull rushing everyone.
Well,
Roland
Niram
looks
they
down
would-
at
they
his
would-
little
they would turn
bracelet.
They would turn around and then it would turn back, and it'd be like that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Terry's got like 3 guys in headlocks.
It was great.
Okay. Tell you what. So there's one guy. Maybe is there just who's in the doorway right now? Is it just one
There's
guy?
one
and the
guy.
other guys
Well, that guy's coming into the room,
coming into the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then
He's
the other
coming
guys
into
are
the
coming up
room.
behind him.
They're coming up behind him.
They're clearly pretty wary of you.
Okay. How is my sword within reach of me?
It's probably a little bit away. Probably like
Okay.
You just gotta do like an awesome roll over to it.
No, I mean
Let's
it's
see.
entirely up to you. Are you going? Is
Okay.
Is Roland going to surrender?
I'm going to try and use a deception roll to kind of make it seem like I'm going to surrender. To maybe try and bargain a surprise round out of this. Or at least Roland's trying, again, he's kind of going with this whole fuck you, fuck everything act.
Right, because
or-
they
or
want to.
spiel.
They want to put him in irons.
Okay.
They want to put you in irons.
Hmm.
Like they're not just gonna like walk you out like, whatever, man.
Well, yeah. Does this guy have the irons with him?
No, the guy behind him has them.
Guy behind him does. Okay. So
They're
I will
expecting you.
say-
They're like surrender.
Mhm. Well, haven't you heard? I'm Orlesian. I have diplomatic immunity.
Has just been revoked. Right between the eyes.
Okay.
They'll go, what the hell is diplomatic immunity?
Yeah, they're like, what's that?
Are you idiots ready for the shitstorm of consequences that will come down on you when you drag me back to the dungeon and realize that you have a scion of one of Orlais's most noble houses in your grasp? How do you think the king's gonna feel about that?
Damn, the bullshit is just flowing from Mike's mouth.
Kind of like has some consideration there.
Yeah. And while they're off guard, I'm gonna go for my sword.
Okay, so you're booking it for the sword. All right.
Yeah.
Then they realize, like, wait, we hate our legions.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
So I
able to
do
get your
that.
sword.
Get my sword, and then I'm immediately going to rush forward.
Okay, I'll give you one. I'll give
guy.
you one action.
Okay, one action. Okay.
I mean, grabbing your sword,
Yeah.
one action.
Grabbing my sword, one action.
Right,
Okay.
one action.
Okay, that happens. Now what?
So you have one action.
One action. Okay. I can.
Charge the fucker.
Yes, we have that, right? That exists.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do that.
Okay. So it
Live
charges what,
forever,
plus one?
Rheland sucks.
Hold on. I gotta refresh my memory here because I have master swordsman shit now, and I gotta see what the talent's like for that.
Do you have a bong going in the background?
Nope. Are we sure D. Davis's mic isn't on?
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
a charge is plus one to hit. And you have what, Master Two-Handed?
Yeah.
I wish.
Master Two-Handed is you can reroll your damage and keep it.
Okay. And let's see. Okay, so it's a +2 because my sword also has a +1 on
Yeah.
it. So.
All right,
I think
you hit him, and you get 4 stunt points.
Okay. Let's see.
You can also do Mighty Blow for 1 stun point.
Mighty Blow for 1
Journeyman.
stun point. For Journeyman, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, and
I
then
was
you
trying to
can-
remember what the Journeyman ability was.
And Novices, you can move him 2 yards in any direction for hitting.
Right. Well, that's definitely going to happen because I want to get him out of the doorway. So I will use Mighty Blow for 1. Hell,
Okay.
what the hell else do I have? I have 3 stunt points left.
Yep.
Skirmish, knockdown.
Oh, knockdown.
He doesn't need a
definitely.
skirmish. You can already do that
Yeah.
for free.
That's true.
So I'll do
You also get to do Pierce Armor for 1.
Okay, so Mighty Blow, Pierce Armor, and Knockdown.
Okay.
Mighty Blow is what, an extra die?
1d6, yep.
We call that the Elysian Hello. That's definitely Elysian Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're keeping that die roll. Are you keeping that die roll?
Yes, I'm keeping that die roll.
All right. So and I'm guessing you're pushing him back too.
I'm pushing him back 2, knocking him down.
Okay, so you push him back
Yeah.
1 square, knock him prone. And let's see, he gets half his armor rounded down. So he gets 2 armor against your attack, so he takes 20 damage.
Yeesh.
He is not dead.
But he's not happy.
If only
No,
I could
he's-
shut.
he's-
Yeah.
He's not pleased.
If only I could shut the fucking door now. Wait, does he hit the guy that was hit with the irons? Because that dude was right behind him.
No.
Yeah, does the sword go through him and into the next guy?
No, that's a different stunt.
Does the sword
Damn, you should've
fly
gone
out
for
of his
it.
hand and stab everyone and then fly back?
No.
Well, then why are
Demon
we
sword.
playing?
Why indeed. So that'll be initiatives then.
Alrighty.
It's gonna be a long, drawn-out scene that ends with Rheland getting butchered.
It might be.
It's just the thing for Lon to cheer up is just to like totally kill some Rheland dogs.
These guys will cut at his face, and the burn scars will reveal the most beautiful Adonis beneath.
He'll get a butterfly
All right.
shaped scar.
It's your turn.
Well, since nobody's blocking the door now, I will shut it now.
All right. So you're shutting the door.
Yeah, and I will use my turn to try and barricade it.
With what?
Probably
Yeah,
that chair, since it's the closest thing.
Okay. There's not really like. I mean, that doesn't really work in real life.
Okay. So, well, how about
real life?
Okay, well, how about one of the beds?
That's not really a thing that works when you wedge the thing under the doorknob. That doesn't really happen.
you gotta put a nail. You gotta nail the board down first.
I like how this is where we choose to go with realism.
Verisimilitude!
You're gonna have to put like physically blocking the door.
Okay,
Get the desk.
so the desk. Would the desk work?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna need to make a strength might check if you want to do it in one turn, though.
Okay, I will make a strength might check to try and do that.
By the time the guards actually get through the door, it's like the Blues Brothers, where they've got like 2 benches,
Son of
a
a
vending
bitch!
machine, an ashtray.
What
Okay,
is all this 5 strength gonna do me if this? So yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you get it about halfway there on your turn.
Okay.
So you're actually like move over 1.